So I thought it was about time that I give you a garden update. Hope everybody's doing well, hanging in there with all the craziness that's happening. Hopefully everybody's getting back to their normal lives a little bit. So I'm gonna start off over on this side of the house. Do you guys remember when I planted these, the Supertunias? They have just been super producers. Don't have to deadhead them or anything. It's been wonderful. So this is the pickle garden. The pickling garden. The pickling garden. So we decided, since we can't grow anything in this garden because the roots from these big giant trees basically kill everything that we put in the ground over here. So we got some pots and decided to put all the pickles in these pots. And they are producing beautifully. I know there's a big one here somewhere. Here's one. I'm actually gonna pick it because I heard if you pick the first few pickles off the plants, then they'll produce more pickles, more fruit. So this is the pickling garden and it's doing very well. I think Lucy deserves the first pickle, so I'll put it in my pocket and save it for her. We've had a little bit of success keeping her out of the garden. The fence has helped a little bit. Sometimes she's managed to find her way through the cedar hedging, but she's eaten a few zucchini. But what are you gonna do? I wouldn't give her up for anything. So on with the garden tour. Look at that, you guys. That squash is going nuts over that cattle panel. Doesn't it look absolutely beautiful? It looks magical to me. And the other one's starting to go too. All right. Oh, the watering system's on, I can see it. So we'll start off over here. So look at that, you guys. Look at all the broccoli I have. My last video, a family member who is a nursery specialist told me that if I added some nitrogen to the soil that it would start fruiting, and it has. I mean, we've harvested about 6 heads of broccoli so far. Look at that. So, and they're starting to give us some side shoots. So this is the kale and broccoli bed, which is doing amazing. We've been harvesting kale like crazy. Over on this side, we have our zucchini. I've gotten a few zucchinis from it already. There's one. There's a few more down there. But it's doing wonderfully also. I never knew how huge marigolds got. I mean, they're massive. So the cucumbers, they're starting to trail up. Every day I come out and I just kind of help them weave their way in so that they'll find something to grasp onto. So any of the larger vines that I find, I just kind of tuck them up and they're doing really good. Here's my loofah that I planted. There's 3 plants there. And this is rapini. I've never tried that before, but We'll see how that goes. And I did plant some more beets. So I swear these vines grow like a foot every night. It's insane. So I just keep trying to tuck all these trailers back up into the vine and help them stay up there. But they're all doing good. So that's this bed. Over here, my beans are starting to climb up, but they're so slow this year. I have some beautiful peppers. I have 3 plants. Now I looked up on Proven Winners website because I was like, okay, well, when do I harvest these peppers? But they go from green to yellow to red, so I guess I have to wait until they're red. I have a hair in my mouth. Some more cucumbers over here. I do have some loofah plants tucked in there. Some beets. I'll show you how beautiful these are. I don't want to harvest them until like I'm ready to eat them, you know? So look at that baby. They're beautiful. That's a good bean plant. It's got tons of flowers on it. We love green beans. There's some more beets. The turnip, I'm waiting for it. I did pick a few, but they were too small, so I'm letting them fatten up a little bit more. Here's all my carrots. I've harvested some, but we've had a couple of leaks in this area. I don't know if there was rabbits or something in here and they bit the tube, the water tube, but we've had to fix it twice. Some more zucchini. Look at that baby. I mean, it's just crazy. I have some frisee over here that I should harvest today. Some more zucchini. Look at those tomatoes, you guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness, do I have a ripe one? Oh. I think this variety should go a little bit more red. But oh my God, that's so exciting. Some shepherd peppers. I did plant some more. I sowed some carrots here earlier. I still have Swiss chard. So if you cut the bottom, it regrows. So we've been harvesting Swiss chard for a very long time this season. Some more beans. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's magical. So on this side I have cucumbers. Let's help this guy go through. We'll bring him around this way. There you go. Look at all the flowers, you guys. So look at this. I'll try and show, look at the fruit. Okay, so that's what the babies look like. I have, with the light, it's kind of hard to see, but so there's acorn squash. That's what I have on this side. Okay, look at this guy. Look at that. Wow. There's something so satisfying about seeing them growing like that. So I have one butternut squash plant on this side, just one, and it's insane how many flowers I got. Look at all those buds down there. Look at them. Those are all flowers that are gonna get pollinated, I hope. It's so exciting. So exciting. All right. Okay, guys, look at my cantaloupe. It is just going wild. So we had this extra piece of the fence and we wanted to get it off the ground. So one, we could cut the grass, maintain it. And two, hopefully the animals don't get at it. But look at that watermelon. That's a Dixie Queen watermelon. And on this side is a cantaloupe. This is 2 plants, you guys. Cantaloupe on this side, Dixie Queen watermelon on that side. And it's growing real. I'm so excited. I really hope I get some cantaloupe. I have some more beans growing on this side. They're doing really nice. I'll try and lure him back in there. Look at that butternut squash plant. It's just, it's so magical. I could just sit under here all day. Actually, some days I do just fiddle around in my garden all day. Here's some fennel. I did plant some more spinach. I planted some beets yesterday. And I also sowed some more beets over on this side. There's another view of the watermelon and cantaloupe. Look at that, you guys. It's a monster. A monster. Okay, so this, if you remember, was the onion bed. So I was here yesterday and I cleaned it all up because there were a lot of onions that weren't doing well. So I kind of took them out, checked them. A lot of them were rotted. And I decided, because I needed to let these onions go for a little bit longer, I decided to plant some sunflowers in here and zinnias. So maybe it'll give it some pretty color. And sadly, I have to start thinking about growing some fall crops. If you remember, our sugar snap peas were on these 2 side trellises. They're done. I do have another bean growing here. It's not a sugar snap. I don't know what it is, but I thought I'll let it go and do its thing and see what it does. So, as you can see, my drip is running right now. That has been really helpful, I must say. So I hope you enjoyed that little update. Everything is growing really nicely. I couldn't be happier. Just wanted to give you a little update. I know I mentioned it in the last video, all the gypsy moths that were eating our trees. So we got these traps, and they are pheromone traps. So they're supposed to, well, there's a few in there I could see. So they're supposed to attract the male moths. So that the females can't mate with them and lay their eggs. So they will still lay their eggs, but they'll be unfertilized. You guys, this is insane. Like, every day, I blast this tree and try and get as many caterpillars out as I can. And every day, they're back up. I'm going to show you the little garden. I've already harvested a zucchini from here. I have 1 squash plant and zucchini. Yep, it's producing. But look at this, guys. Look at my corn. That's exciting. I'm really excited about the corn. Really excited. These gypsy moths have been an absolute nightmare. Like, every tree on our property has been shredded, other than a locust tree. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They're like my nemesis. Lucy keeps barking at me, so I'm gonna go get her. Give her her cucumber. and then we'll talk. Do you want to come see what Mommy has for you? Look what Mommy's got loose. Look at, not over there, look at Mommy. Oh my God. Lucy, look at, here, look. Oh my God. Okay, honestly, do you want this? Gentle. Gentle. Thank you. Now she's gonna go over there and enjoy her cucumber. Is that good? That's your first cucumber. Is it yummy? I think so. She's speechless. Under this section, it's doing really nicely too. This was kind of an experiment. So I definitely know what I'd replant and what I wouldn't. This verbena has been beautiful along the rocks. I mean, look how pretty it looks with the bunnies there. What is that? You get out of there. Oh. Okay guys, look at my roses. These are called Don Juan roses. And they bloom in clusters like that. Isn't that beautiful? This one's a little behind. We had some bug issues, as you can see, but I got it under control and now we have some beautiful foliage. This year's garden has been really fun. I went from having 2 beds to 6 beds. And in the beginning, it's so exciting when you're thinking about planting and what you can plant. And then you start going and then you just can't wait for things to start growing. And they do. Then that's exciting. And I hope everybody, even if you can't have a garden like mine, or you don't have the space for even a small garden, just grab a couple pots and plant some stuff in your pots. It's so rewarding. Experimenting with the garden is so fun. You do realize what you eat and what you don't eat. I planted so many radishes because my father-in-law likes radishes, but he can only eat a certain amount of them, and we can only put so many in our salad. I tried roasting them. I got a recipe off Pinterest, and you roasted them like potatoes in olive oil, and you add balsamic vinegar. It was okay. I don't think I'll do it again. So will I plant more radishes next year? Probably not as many, maybe just in the beginning, because it's literally the first thing that I harvested. See that little brown dot on my lip? Well, during COVID, I tried waxing myself. It worked, but it also took off some skin. So that's like a scar that I have now for the last couple of months. Full disclosure, too much information. Daughter's going to work. Do you guys remember these planters with the super petunias? They have just been busy, busy, busy. Amazing bloomers. I mean, crazy amazing bloomers. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. My girlfriend gave me some zinnia seeds and she's like, just throw them in your garden. Look at this beautiful zinnia. Aren't they gorgeous? And there's so many blooms on it starting to come. Can't wait. There's another one. There's a few tucked in here. All my other flowers have been doing really good. My sedum, some more zinnias. So I purchased these echinacea. Aren't they beautiful? I just love the orange color. My girlfriend Linda, orange is her favorite color. So every time I was with her when I bought these, actually, there's another one that's a little bit more on the pink side. But when I was with her, I found them at a garden center and I bought them. So every time I look at them, I think of her. Look at the hydrangea. This is a limelight hydrangea. Isn't it beautiful? So I planted this echinacea really close to this because that is going to stay in its spot. And this, once it stops blooming in the fall, I'm going to move back to this empty spot here. So that's why I planted that coneflower there, because I thought, okay, well, I might as well just put it where I want to put it, and then I'll move this baby back. But everything is looking beautifully. Look at the coleus. My burning bush, as you can see, these monsters are everywhere. I found a few on here that I blasted off with water. They just drive me insane. So I just wanted to show you how everything's doing out here. I have a little chipmunk making a nest in here, and I begged my husband to leave it. I know they kill everything, but they're just so darn cute. So I can't destroy it. Look at my tree, you guys. Poor thing. I mean, they are just taking a beating this year. There's another one. Insane. Here's a beauty from the garden I got yesterday. My herbs, I don't think I showed them to you yet. I'm gonna make some little jars up with basil and olive oil and hand them out to friends. I have a tomato plant here that's got tons of fruit on it. So hopefully they'll start turning their beautiful color soon. I did use some tomato tone on them about 2 weeks ago when they started fruiting. I just put a little bit around the drip line, not like right in the middle of the plant roots, just kind of around the perimeter of it, just to give them a little extra nutrients as they fruit. In my younger days, I could care less about gardening. And I think it's just because you have so much more to do when you're younger, you know? I had children young, in my early 20s. I was busy with them, and you continue to be busy with them for 15 years at least. But as I garden now, in my older years, I piddle around the garden and I remember doing things with my mom. I remember come spring, I used to go to the garden center with her, and she would just buy flats of impatiens, and I would help her plant them. Not always, but I do have memories of that. And I remember her always having roses. Yeah, she loved to garden, and it's funny how as you get older, you remember those kind of things. And it's heartwarming, for sure. I know my daughter and my stepson will have those memories too, because they do a lot of gardening with me. The last few Mother's Day, that was my gift from them. They would plant up my garden. I'd go buy all the little cells of vegetables, and they would plant it. That was really nice. they're interested in stuff like that. So I know they'll have those memories when they plant things in their own yard one day, if they move out. Yeah, it's nice looking back on memories and remembering those times with your parents. And you only have those memories as you get older. Gardening is an old person thing, isn't it? That's what I heard. You know you're old when. So I had to take a break from filming because I started getting a hot flash. So I had to change. I'm not naked. I just put on different clothes. And I sprayed this stuff that I bought from Sage. It's called Hot Flush Mist. I think it might be helping. I'm telling you, it sucks being a woman a lot of the times. Men don't know how easy they have it. I wish there was snow outside right now. I'd go jump in it. You ladies know what I'm talking about. You are perfection. You know that? Lucy's famous on TikTok. She has been the greatest joy in all of our lives. She definitely looks away from the camera. If I lay here for about 10 minutes, I'm hoping my flash will go away. I wish this sloth was real. How cute is that? Oh my God, it's moving. These Snapchat filters are so cute. I think the flash has passed. Okay, so I think it's passed, and I think that we'll just end this video there. That might have been too much information for some people, but hey, it is what it is. Everything is not perfect, or as it seems. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.